Keira Knightley took the advice from Tropic Thunder to heart. You never go full retard. So this movie starts and Keira Knightley is acting all crazy, and then she's lusting after Magneto, who wouldn't, and then she's lusting after Aragorn, again, who wouldn't, and then Natalie Portman's douchey ballet teacher shows up. But really, this movie is not as sexy and not as thrilling as the trailers might make you believe. It's a movie about a lot of talky-talky on the subject of psychoanalysis, or as it was referred to back then, talking therapy. Really, the idea of curing somebody of their insanity just by talking to them was pretty revolutionary for their times, when all they did was probably pump them full of medicine and try to electrocute the craziness out of them. And what I really liked about the movie is that they showed Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud as true men of vision. They were going against everybody who was too afraid to probe the human mind and go into some really dark places because they were fucking prudes. The best conversations in the movie are the ones in which Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung are analyzing themselves. They talk without any bit of shame or humility about their dreams, and then they analyze them, and Carl Jung is like, this could mean that I'm an asshole. And then Freud's like, yeah, I think it could. All that being said, this movie really is a character study on three famous people that were very important for the field of psychoanalysis. But nothing really goes on here. It doesn't really have that much of a story, and maybe it's cut very weird, or maybe just the version that I saw was very edited down, but it really feels like the movie just jumps from scene to scene and there's not really a plot thread for you to follow. For example, Keira Knightley's character shows up at the beginning of the movie all crazy, and then Carl Jung talks her into admitting that the only way that she can get turned on is by being humiliated, and then we jump 2 years later and she's all cured all of a sudden, but until she actually starts having sex with Carl Jung, and then he slaps her around for a little bit and she's enjoying it, and then I'm like, is she cured? Is she still cured? Was she never actually sick? I don't know, but what I do know is that we've had so many representations of craziness and insanity in cinema and in television so far that really Keira Knightley's S&M fetish is really not that big of a deal. Overall, I liked it. As Cronenberg films go, it's pretty tame and it's not quite as dark. But really, the heart of the movie is not Carl Jung's fall into temptation, but rather the advancement and then the dissolution of his relationship to Sigmund Freud. You know, from start to finish, you root for these guys, you empathize with them, and then you feel so incredibly sorry for them. So really, any movie that makes you go for that kind of emotional journey can't really be a bad movie. It's just such a shame that Keira Knightley shows up topless so many times in this movie, and really, there's nothing going on over here. Okay, now, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling things for you, but come on, everybody knows she's a stick.